Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Staxel. Today, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna build that barn. But first, we need to go to the build. That way, you good, Garfield? You're happy with food. Excellent. These are the two things that make me most happy. Made some modifications to the graphic settings. I'm already regretting that. That may have been. That's creating some interesting effects. So I turned off rendering distant terrain just to kind of. Yeah, boy, that save some res, but. Oh yeah, it's a new day, isn't it, guys? We should probably water our crops. I think I'm going to turn that off. That's actually... While I'm saving a few frames, I'm not sure it's worth it. So I'll actually show you where you can do that. And it's advanced and render distant terrain. There we go. Take a while for that to begin. Okay, the oranges aren't ready, but it's going to continuously produce oranges. I have to figure out how many days that's going to take for each orange set, because that is pretty good money right there. I'm just going to accept the small frame clutter as I go from zone to zone. Actually, you're just the person I need to talk to. Hey, you want to give me a... Hey, not sure I've seen you around. I'd shake your hand, but I don't think you'd appreciate the oil. Oh, it's fine. I'm a farmer. Name's Eliza, though. If you have any crafting needs, I can help out. Is that your farm license? Apparently it is. I'm guessing Maximilian sent to you about the barn, right? It's a bit of a task, but I figure it'll get you familiar with working around here. See, this is a marker designated to plot out the land belonging to the barn. They come in all shapes and sizes. You see the mailboxes around here? Same deal. Just shove them into the ground, make sure you got the rotation right, and you'll be on track in no time. You can take a look anytime after that to get on the idea of what's missing. However, and keep this firmly in mind, that barn ain't going to build itself. You got to do that part yourself. You'll have to chop down trees for wood, turn them into blocks, and build it up bit by bit. Of course, you always buy some of the blocks at the building store. Oh, of course we can. Other parts might be a bit harder to come by. Now off you trot, go find a nice spot for that barn, and come back to me with some wood. Do you mind, Jamie? Anyway, I'm sorry. Well, an axe ought to help with that. Once you have the wood in hand, I'll show you how to turn it into more interesting things. Okay. First, let's figure out where we want to place this barn. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know how big it is yet, so... This seems like a good place. That isn't right. Roof, any blocks missing, 2 troughs missing. The idea is, the way they have this set up is the barn could be as big or as small as you want it to be. So instead of specifying how big it has to be, it's basically saying as big as you choose to make it. That's why it doesn't designate that there's walls. It designates there has to be a roof or a covering, which just makes sense. Because some barns can be enclosed and some can be just kind of coverings. You know, just basically to cover the animals. So that's really cool what they did here, is they give you a lot of options on how you want to actually build this. So, awesome. Boom. I cut a mean tree, I think. Let's start clearing some trees here. Boom. Lorax is not going to be pleased about this one. Imagine he's going to create lectures just for me now. We shall call them the Lorax lectures. I'd say the game actually has a really easy-going concept for inventory space. I kind of appreciate that, actually. And I love how all the tools kind of work consistently on charging it up, gives you a bigger area. And how that's kind of visual. Also, automatically, any logs above it automatically come down, so that's kind of nice. I know there's some mods in Minecraft that do that. So I'm glad they do away with that one system in Minecraft, where in Minecraft it makes more sense to chop trees from the top, just to make sure you're thoroughly got them all. But here it makes sense, because the top automatically comes down. Now, technically I'd probably want to be very careful how I chop this down so it doesn't fall on my head, but that's okay. I'm okay with that not being a thing. Okay. I'm sorry, if you remember my Mine Fair series, we always had problems with people like cutting to like this point down and then leaving the tops of the trees alone, causing the tree never to regrow again. With the convenience that it's more convenient for them. It is. I understand. It's just not convenient for anyone who has to clean that up. There was a bush in this tree. Haha, this bush has secrets. I don't know how much trees I'm going to need, so I'm just going to cut down. I don't know how big I want it to be yet, because I didn't really specify how much cattle it was giving me, so I'd rather make something a little bit more future-proof. I know some YouTubers are like, I'm going to make the basic structure, and it'll get bigger with age. Over time, basically. The problem with that is a lot of times the YouTuber will have to rebuild everything because now they haven't constructed their house over that new thing that they're going to be building. So, for that sake, whoops. went into the next cell, I think. Do 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 do. I'm not sure why this happens. Oh, there we go. I think that might just be a thing with my computer. I probably should have restarted it before we do this. Oh, there we go. Alright. Go ahead. By the way, I'm kind of there's probably some modifications of things I don't need to cut this one piece of wood here, but there's a reason I do that. No one likes termites. Oh, that works really well. Man, trees are really easy to chop in this game. If only they were that easy to chop in real life. Right, I need Eliza so she can give me the... I need a bug net to catch that butterfly. Oh, hey, Jamie. Let's see. I hope Eliza's in today. Oh, there's Eliza. Oh, ready to learn the ways of the master builder? It's actually pretty easy. All you need is 3 things: ingredients, a blueprint, or recipe, and crafting stations. The stations you need to get the barn done are all set up in the building store already. Feel free to borrow them. Anything, just don't try to run off with them. When structures get vandalized, well, we ain't gonna be using them until they're fixed. So, anyway, this blueprint will show you how to make the basics trough for the barn. I expect you already know how to make a few more basic blocks, though. You need to use the blueprint in order to memorize it. Then you can find it again anytime in the blueprint tab of your inventory. I'll give you a moment to do that. Talk to me again when you're all set. Okay. So now we're gonna go and memorize this blueprint. Cool. By the way, opening up tab will open up your inventory. I don't remember what all these mean. I think this is kind of like a journal. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. This is to teach you, these are the recipes I know for food. That's kind of cool. So, oops. So this is starting recipes. These are main courses, and these are desserts. Okay, but let's hit this one, the one with the kind of hammer. This is actually our recipes. So the one we just learned is empty trough, which is 6 lumber, 2 fine lumber, 3 nails, and a hay bale. I think we need 2 of these, right? Okay. I don't know how to get the nails or the bale, so we might have to buy those. And if we need to, if she's not going to give us those things, then I might have to wait on doing this. There might be a pause. With that out of the way, it's just a case of putting the bits and pieces together. Each step in the blueprint uses a particular type of crafting station. If you need to saw something, a saw bench will do that for you. If you want to assemble something, an assembly station is the way to go. Makes sense, right? You want to set the items down on the left side of the station, the final result will take form on the right. Interacting with the middle of the station will usually get her going. Okay, she's gonna give us the nails. Maybe we'll try to set some walls on the roof. Once you have all the parts, go finish off that part. I'm sure I don't have to remind you how to build a good structure. Just put down some blocks to make 4 nice walls. Make sure you don't forget the door, or you might run into some problems. Then cover it over with a solid roof of blocks to keep out the rain. It really doesn't matter what type of barn you build, we don't have a solid blueprint. Just keep most of the structure inside the glowy bits and it'll be all good. I'll be waiting for you to hear about it when you're done. Okay. So first... this is just gonna do its thing for a bit. We're gonna need logs and then, lumber, and then some of this lumber we're gonna have to throw back into the machine to make fine lumber. But that's 500 wood we're processing, so let's go. I think it might be time to go to bed. Hi, Leon. Hi, Break. I wish I could pet them. Just go, you know, pet. Anyway. Before we call it a night, we should cut some trees down and sell the wood. We'll set the market real quick. Left click. So 1 petal is worth $1. That's good. That's how that should totally work. We should probably buy a little bit more kitty food. Not at the store. Interesting is that the stores work on kind of an honesty system. The store owner is not here, but I can still buy things. For those now looking at my inventory and see a doggy and say you bought the wrong food, don't worry, the other side has a cat on it. See, one side has a dog and the other side has a cat. And the way the shops are is one shop has... Oh, Kitty's sleeping. Yay! Kitty's happy. Kitty, we're going to sleep. One day I'll have a privacy wall. sandwiches. Okay. Get that watering can. You may notice that the grass regrew here, kind of taking over some of the spots that... It's why I go sometimes a little out of my way to get rid of the grass. Because the grass will come back the very next day. So you thought it was a goner, but it comes back. Because grass is kind of evasive on that particular front. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and sell our oranges. We can eat an orange. I didn't actually eat it, I started to. I stopped myself. So left click to sell. It's $180 worth of oranges. Sold that. That should be enough to buy us more kiwi food. That's a pig in a crate. It's very expensive. Oh, what was I trying to buy there? What is this? Chicken feeding area. Greetings, I'm Leon. Hi, Leon. Okay, we should totally check the lumber mill. Not the lumber mill, but the building shop. He told us all. We need to make some fine lumber now. And that's just taking the lumber and putting it back in the machine. So we got 2 of that. To make the trough, we need fine lumber, nails, and hay bales. So we're gonna let that do its thing. I'm gonna have to process some lumber in a little bit, but oh gosh. I really love a lot of the aesthetics that this game chose to keep. That's kind of nice. And for those saying, oh, I forgot to mention, like, I mentioned this last time, but from my previous experience with YouTubers and people, if you fail to mention something once, that means you're hiding something. So continuously saying it every single time, but missing one time, is the accusation of hiding something or attempting to deceive people. So I would like to mention again that I received this game for free from the developers. So thank you, developers! Yay! There's no conditions to that, though. While I did receive a free key, it's not a sponsored video or anything like that. They're not paying me to do this, I promise. They just gave me a key in hopes that I would cover this game, and I appreciate that. I did select to receive a key, though, from keymailer, which you can... on their main site, they actually said if you wanted a free key, you just had to go to keymailer. And keymailer has a few conditions that you have to follow. like you have to have X amount of subscribers, blah 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 blah. But other than that, there's two types of content that keymailer does. One is just they give you a key, and essentially that means you have an intention to want to cover this game. The other one is sponsored content, but I didn't select that. So yeah, just want to mention that and be straight and be direct and be as honest as possible about that. Sorry to kind of do that randomly in the episode, but I know that some people might ask, and it's best to be honest about all such things. Oh, it's a kitty! If you talk to her, she'll actually she'll give you blueprints to make her a fishing pond, because she wants to fish. Her being a kitty, probably kind of like extra emphasis on fishing, definitely. And I was gonna let the lumber kind of process while I walked around. I'm probably gonna buy more kitty food. Alright. Okay, you can stop. By the way, this game does enforce the idea that you should never put your hand in a machine. Very, very good point. Alright, so now this is the part where we actually need to assemble the... Wow, Q actually throws things. That's amazing. Let's hit tab. Let's go to... By the way, the reason I knew how to make fine lumber, it's right here. 2 lumber equals 1 fine lumber. Lumber is 2 raw woods thrown into the machine. That's kind of what I base all these recipes on. I've already read these recipes, so that's how I knew. So for example, to make pickets, 2 lumbers in carve, which there is not a carving machine here. Alright, so assemble 6 lumber, 2 fine lumber, 3 nails, and a hay bale. So 3 nails, hay bale, 6 lumber, 2 fine. Oh. Wait, I've already misplaced the recipe in my mind. That's terrible. Alright, 6 lumber, 2 fine lumber. I don't have enough lumber. Okay. That's okay. We can fix. We can fix. Well, let's not put that in. So, we don't need the watering. Oh, actually, no. We don't need the farming license in our hand. It needs to see that. Okay, there we go. That's much better. So we're going to let that turn into some lumber, because I'm going to need 12 lumber for that. I didn't need as much fine lumber as I made, but oh well. So I'm going to take the lumber I get, and I'm going to... Whatever I don't need for this trough, I'm probably going to sell. Actually, all we need. Okay. You never really explained to me how this machine worked. Okay, so as long as all the items are there, that's kind of cool. Let's take the empty trough. Oh, wow. It knew exactly... Okay, so it kept... Alright. So I have 2 empty troughs that somehow memorized the recipe and automated that for me. Very appreciative. Okay. This is not the way to my farm. My farm's on the opposite side. So we might actually get the barn completed today. Whee! I do apologize if this episode goes a little long today. It might. But we're going to be building, so that's kind of the point. There. There. We need to get our hammer out. Break this rock. Done. Roof. Okay. You know what might be a really nice recipe to know is how to make a, oops. Wow, that just slid across there. I need to actually figure out how to actually make, I don't think they're going to get anything that requires varnish for now. Rough wooden floor, ingredients, picket, lumber, and nails. Oh, that's fence. Never mind. I thought that said floor. I don't know why I thought that. So lumber and glue, I can make blocks. Okay. Dirt and mortar makes brick blocks. Okay. Kind of what I was hoping for. Is it like the cheap, like, walls? I mean, I have some, like, let's see. I need to figure out how to make these blocks I have right here. Light wooden plank block. So let's look how to make light wooden plank block. Because I don't want to varnish everything because that sounds very expensive. And my kitty wants to eat, so. recipes real quick. Yeah. Barrel blueprint, staircase, chicken feeding area, capture crate blueprint, seed sign blueprint, base door blueprint, ranch door blueprint, basic door frame, rope fence, chicken coop, large window, simple wooden coffee table, ranch window, brown wood, bookshelf blueprint, chest of drawers blueprint, wooden house block blueprint. That might be, just see if it's cheaper just to buy the materials for now. Let's see, I'm looking for like a basic wall. Wooden plank flooring, thatch block. White wooden plank, wooden plank. White wooden plank block. Light wooden plank block. So that's even cheaper, 30. No, they're the same price. Let's see. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know if I have enough of these, so let's go ahead and buy some. No! Don't leave me, hacks! Okay. Let's go into my inventory. I think that might be enough. But we'll see. Yeah, since I don't know how to make varnish or anything like that, that's the only thing that stops me from, like, doing that. If I knew how to make varnish myself, I would just make it and not worry about it. Hi, kitty. Alright, where are the troughs? Okay, cool. Okay, where is my scythe? There it is. Oh, nice. Okay, so the next... I was getting a little worried. So the first floor is very short. I think it's like the foundation building. Then, like, every block after that is a lot bigger. Okay. I was a little worried there. But that makes sense that the foundation would be a specific way. Oh, whoops, went too late. I slipped outside. Yeah, this is probably a lot bigger than it needs to be, but... eh. Alright, I'm apparently going to need to buy varnish and nails, I guess. Or I could just, like, sell my blocks and just buy the ones I need. I might just do that, just for time constraints. I would like to craft these things, but I'm going to have to sell the wood I already have just to get things going. Okay, that should be enough to make the barn now. By the way, that's why I turned them into logs, is they're worth a lot more money as logs. Alright. Where are the blocks I'm looking for? Should be plenty, and then I need to buy some kitty food. Kitty food. Kitty food. Interesting enough, you can use the stalls instead of going to the general store. I'm not sure what advantage one is over the other. I need to water all that and probably start picking up crops. Oh well. Let's feed Kitty first. Here you go, Kitty. I'd like to have as much extra kitty food as possible. Let's water as well before we forget. I'm forgetful, and let's not tempt fate here. Okay. Now, I imagine some people are going to say, why did you build it so tall? To be honest with you, if I was going to be put in a room like this, I'd like some room, you know what I mean? Now, the fact that I needed 2 troughs to make a barn, that kind of specified that I needed at least... I'm not using the mentality of how many can I squeeze in here. Support structures here. That's not my mentality anyway. You know, that means that I failed capitalism, but oh well. Sorry guys, I'm being a little undecisive about this part here. I probably don't have enough wood for this. So the rules of a flat roof, it's not when they're gonna leak, it's not a question of if they're gonna leak, it's when. Yeah, that's it. So I don't want to make a flat roof. I realize that's not really a mechanic in this game, but still, gonna do it. Some people might be questioning why I'm building it this way. I'm sorry. Blame Minecraft. Wow, your character's really good at climbing in this game. I kind of appreciate that, devs. Thank you. But I'm gonna need more wood. Okay. let's get these sold, and I'm gonna have to consider chopping more trees down, because this barn's gonna be a little expensive. By the way, I imagine everyone's screaming at me at this time. Why did you make it so big? I have my reasons. They might be my flawed reasons, but you know, they're still my reasons. Actually, I think I just buy the blocks as it is right now. Now, I'm not going to accept the cows until I know I have enough money to feed them. Because that would be foolhardy on me. So I am probably going to do, like, probably between episodes, kind of cut some trees down. I'm so glad this game is so generous on my jumping ability. Well, okay, I'm sorry. There's a mantling, like, ability, which I very much appreciate. Thank you, devs. I didn't realize it was mantling. I'm not happy about this. Okay, so why can't I mantle now? Okay. You just have to really believe in yourself. Okay. Well, there's some problems. I made this. That's some really good reach. You know what? I'm just gonna fill it like this. So it seems like a really nice space. Nice. Okay. The game says that is good. That's good because I'm going to go to sleep now. So I was kind of worried that the game was going to turn out like Terraria, where it's very picky on what is a room. I'm glad that it's like unpicky. Oh, Garfield. I do need to get a. I do want to build a light into that barn. This episode might be extra today. kitty. You're happy, but you need to be fed again. There you go. Okay. Tomorrow we'll have oranges, it looks like. So it's kind of like every 30 days or so you get oranges, so that's not bad. I'm pretty sure that tree paid for itself already. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. We're now kind of rolling into cash again. But I need to buy more crops, because we're out of crops. We just had a big harvest day. So, hey, you know what? Let's go do that right now. Actually, I wonder if, oh, I bet the colors are for different seasons, I imagine. Okay. Didn't see any that jumped at me. You know what, we can get some potatoes. Get a good potato harvest going. Now, where is the food for the cows? Oh, okay, it's the same as cat food, okay. 6. Okay, we can have the cows now. Because that's like, that's 3 days worth of food. And that's 4 days worth of food. 8, so I have 2 troughs, so 8 divided by 2 is 4, so we have 4 days worth. That's my thinking anyway, because I imagine each one's good for a day. But that's essentially where my mindset is going. Right. What was I going to do? I was going to plant the potatoes. And then we'll go ahead and grab the cattle now, because I have 4 days of food for them, so I know they're taken care of. I don't need to worry about them starving or anything like that. Good to go. Okay, so next we need, let me get the cows now, or it gets too late today. So my thinking was, I wasn't originally going to grab the cows immediately just because I wanted to make sure I could feed them for more than a couple of days. Since I've already accomplished that, I don't have to worry about that. Here is the mayor. Oh, mayor! Ah, there's the mayor. I've been hearing about the fabulous new barn you built. Sounds like everything is in order. Here are the few cows we managed to round up. They all ran away when the previous owner left. Good luck! By the way, we've been looking for good builders for a long time. Sometimes we get notices from people who want to move in here. Before that, they need a house to live in. Given your impressive work on the barn, we'd love your help. Come check in with me every once in a while. New requests usually come in every week or so. In the meantime, it might be a good idea to get to know everyone. There's bound to be someone looking for assistance. I know Rhea has been moping around quite a bit ever since she arrived. She's bound to have a task for you. If that doesn't appeal, you can always head off exploring or kick back and look after the farm. It's all up to you, really. We just want to see what you make of the place. Oh, before I forget, I recently managed to get post delivered to the town. You need to set up this post box to access your mailbox. You could be getting mail already. Okay. So, from what I read from the forum, this is the most important item ever. So if you destroy it or lose it, you can't replace it. It's an irreplaceable item. They said they're trying to. The devs said they're trying to figure out a solution to that. But the only way to get this box is from that guy this one time and in creative, which disables achievements and all that other stuff, which I really don't care about. But just I'm trying to do this as legitimately as possible. It's kind of my personal. That's wrong. Roblox, you failed me. Oh, cool, we got mail. Hey there, congrats on the new postbox. How did you know, Robin? Name's Robin, and I'm one of the 2 designated postmen for your region. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm not used to the postman actually, writing you a letter, but that's kind of cool. Here to give you a few tips. I think Ren was going to send you something too, but knowing her, she probably just got lost trying to deliver it. I'm joking, of course. Send help. I think I made her angry. Oh, gosh. You'll probably get a few letters from time to time, mostly from other residents looking for help or sending you gifts, but sometimes you might get something from out of town. It doesn't matter which post box you check either, we're pretty good at making sure your post is exactly where you need it to be, when you need it. It's probably a good idea to keep an eye on your mail to make sure you don't miss anything important. Hope to catch you on the round someday. Robin. Well, thanks, Robin. Greetings. Hello, I deliver letters. I don't write them. Regards, Ren. Well, thank you, Ren. That's amazing. Congratulations. Dear Dragoon Knight, congratulations. Your island has been randomly selected in our latest lottery to receive a total sum of 200,000 petals distributed at random amongst the village. May you share bring you much joy. We thank you for your continued patronage. The Murmur Consortium. 10 petals? Your island has been randomly selected to receive a total sum of 200,000 petals, and they gave me 10 petals. Oh, that's hilarious. I love that joke there. Achievement. Supposedly an achievement is meant to be its own reward, but I personally like it when there's a little something more to sweeten the deal. Come see me every now and then again, and I'll check on what you achieve to see if there's anything really special you deserve to be rewarded for. Farm Fan. Oh, thank you, Farm Fan. With that said, it's time to put down our cows. Oh, it's amazing. I have a moo cow, guys. I have a moo cow. I think I maybe should have made this bigger. Okay. I hope that makes you all happy. Oh, they have such cool names. We have Moo and Florence. Okay, well, let's put the rest of the moo cow food here for now. Well, guys, we got a barn. We got cows. And, oh my gosh, that's not even! No! Oh, I have to fix that. Garfield, I've made a mistake. Mine is slightly... Oh. I get to pet the moo. Oh, that's... Okay, this might be too precious. You were worth every moment I used to build this barn. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you? You're special too. You were worth it too. You're a good moo. Okay. Well, guys, I think this is a good stopping point. We've made our barn, we pet the moos, we placed down 2 moos, we bought some food for them, we laid down our new crops, which is going to be very potato based, and we got a mailbox. I think everything's good. So, yeah. But we didn't pet Garfield. Garfield gets mad too. Okay, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed what you got. This is the second episode of... Oh gosh, I'm so terrible. Staxel. I don't know why I didn't remember that. Well, this is the second episode of Staxel. I hope you enjoyed. We built the barn. We did all the things. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoy our next episode. I think we'll be continuing to play this for the far, far future. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time. And as always, you're always loved.